This is interesting. What is interesting, Mr. Hermit? Atheism, Little Jim. What atheism is, what truth claims atheism makes. Well, let's explore atheism. Remember to hit that like button, to subscribe or follow me, and to share this video with others. Atheism at its core is the lack of belief in a God and or the belief that there is no God. Many atheists don't think of themselves as anti-theist, but as non-theist. Are there different types of atheist, Mr. Hermit? Yes, here are some types of atheist, Little Jim. 1. Strong atheists firmly believe and openly claim that no God exists. 2. Agnostic atheists claim that the evidence leads to there being no God, but are open to evidence for God's existence. 3. Weak atheists are people who lack belief in God. God's existence isn't a concern for them, though weak atheists do make arguments against God's existence. So overall, what is atheism? Atheism is centered on the belief that there is no God or gods. Beyond this one belief, atheism isn't uniformed in its claims, and there are multiple types of atheists. Now, what are the truth claims of atheism, Mr. Hermit? The main truth claim of atheism is found in its definition, that there is no God or gods. However, this definition is problematic, Little Jim. How is this truth claim problematic? That a negative existential truth claim is impossible to be proved true. It would require one to be everywhere in the entire universe at the same time to confirm that God does not exist. This is a major problem for an atheist to solve. How do atheists try to solve this problem? Realizing the difficulty of proving a negative existential truth claim, atheists like Richard Dawkins attempt to solve the problem by claiming even if one can't prove a flying spaghetti monster doesn't exist, its existence is highly improbable. Therefore, the smarter position says a flying spaghetti monster doesn't exist. That sounds reasonable, Mr. Hermit, doesn't it? There is still a problem with this line of thinking. To compare God with a fictional or mythological being like the flying spaghetti monster is to commit the logical fallacy of faulty analogy. This fallacy is especially true if applied to the Christian God. On the surface, the Christian God seems similar to the flying spaghetti monster or mythological beings like fairies to the atheist, as the atheist doesn't think either exist. But the two are too different to compare. If one looks at the definition of the Christian God, he is a being that is vastly different from a flying spaghetti monster or fairies. Is there another problem? There is, Little Jim. Even if something is improbable, this does not mean it doesn't exist. An atheist may find God improbable, but this isn't absolute proof that he doesn't exist. So where does this leave the atheist? The atheist has an impossible task before them in proving the negative existential truth claim that there is no God or gods. This requires an atheist to be in all places in the universe at the same time to confirm their truth claim. In other words, an affirmative existential truth claim can be proven, but a negative existential truth claim cannot. This is the problem an atheist needs to solve to make their worldview viable and true. They need to find a way to avoid the problem of having to be everywhere at the same time to prove their main truth claim that there is no God or gods. Little Jim's mishaps. Don't move a muscle. Her vision is based on movement. Achoo! Ah! No! Why?